Welcome, everyone, to the Mike Mincey Show, joined by the head coach of the Carson-Newman Lady Eagles, Mike Mincey. I'm Roger Hoover as the Carson-Newman Lady Eagles get back at it, but get back at it with the top spot in the conference standings. Carson-Newman 7-2. You got to be really proud that your team is still in first place after 9 games.
Yeah, we're really excited to be this far into our conference season and to still be holding down the first place spot. You know, we were picked 5th in our league, but we knew all along that we had a chance to be pretty decent, and we've been able to steal a couple on the road. And so far we've held serve at home, been undefeated at home in conference play, and that's going to, if we're going to stay at the top of the league, we're certainly going to have to take care of business at home. And it starts tomorrow with a very good Coker team coming in here.
Has the league been as strong as you thought it would be going into this season?
I think it's strong. I just think there's a lot of balance in our league and parity. From the bottom to the top, it's scary every night. And for us, I don't think that we can certainly beat everybody, but I think we can also lose to everybody. So it doesn't. You kind of got to throw records out. You got to come ready to play every night in our conference. And I do think as far as our region goes, I think we've got some of the better teams in our region, and the ones at the top especially are very loaded with talent. And to win our league, it's going to be a very good team that takes the title this year.
Let's take a look back at Wednesday night's game for Carson-Newman, taking on a Brevard team that was coming in on a pretty good winning streak, having won at Tusculum or against Tusculum and also against Catawba. But Carson-Newman, even though it was a high-scoring game, still found a way to win, got 105 points.
Yeah, Brevard had a 2-game winning streak there, and they really play well at home in particular, and that's where those 2 wins came. They have the 1 road win at Tusculum. And I told the team before the game I was very nervous about the game, and I respected Brevard and what they've been able to accomplish, and I thought their kids played really hard. And so I think we had a business-like approach to the game. I really like how we functioned offensively. Giving up to 82 points is not something that we really want to be about. But, the game was fast-paced. There were a lot of shots taken. We did give up a lot of easy ones and some out of our press that hopefully we can do a better job, in our upcoming games. But overall, I was okay with the effort and the performance. And certainly anytime you can put up 105 points, you got to be excited about your team.
And also a lot of baskets came in transition, a lot of steals around midcourt. Carson-Newman always had someone in the backcourt ready to go for a quick layup.
Yeah, that's when we're at our best, it's when we're able to get some layups out of transition or off of steals and not always have to compete just in the half court. And that's not what we want to do anyway. We want to make it a more of a fun type basketball game, and a fun way to play is to go up tempo, trying to get stuff out of transition. We will take quick shots at times, and that's okay, because if you can get those quick shots to go in, it gets you back in your press, it keeps that game flow going, and certainly we need to try and get our opponent to going in that pace as well. And of course Brevard, they press a little bit as well, so that's how you get a 105-82 game, is when both teams are willing to go up and down the floor and take quick shots.
And of course your starters did well. Everyone scored that played in the game for Carson, but at the very end, final 3 minutes or so, we saw some players that don't often see the court in conference play. They came in and produced.
Well, they did, and I've said all along, and I tell our players all the time, that we have strength in numbers. We have a lot of good players, and it's unfortunate that we do have some players that sit at the end of the bench that don't always get an opportunity to play. But, it's like sometimes I tell them, would you rather be on a team that maybe hasn't won a game this year or won 2 or 3 games and playing 30 minutes, or would you rather be on a team that's trying to compete for a championship? And I think they all like being here and they like our team. It's just as a coaching staff, I think we're fortunate that we have I hate to use the term, but from top to the bottom, or bottom to top, however you want to look at it, we have 15 really good players, and right now, of course, we have 13 available players that I have confidence in putting any of them in, but we do have some players there that get to play 9 or 10 that have proven that they deserve to play and they deserve to hold the most minutes.
Now it's Carson-Newman getting to welcome in Coker to Holt Fieldhouse on Saturday. And the first matchup against Coker, really tight ball game. Carson-Newman had to come back in the second half on what was really a hostile place to play.
It was. It was a very challenging place to go. It's a long trip, overnight trip, and they have a real nice home court advantage over there at Coker. And I thought we played okay. It's just kind of back and forth with the score there in the first half. And then in the second half, we dropped down about 8 points, and kind of picked up the pressure a little bit. And of course, they turned the ball over. I don't know if we had anything to do with it, but they did turn it over a little bit. We found a way to put the ball in the basket, and then we held on late. And that was when we stepped out of that gym that day with a win. I knew it was a good win, because that's a really hard place to play. And of course, they've only lost 2 conference games at home by giving that Catawba game up the other day. But we know that they're going to come in here wanting to get back on the winning ways, and they're going to want to get put a loss back on us to get back tied for first. And We just got to do our job here at home, and I think if we play with good effort, we have a good chance of doing that. But our kids know. They've already seen film on Coker again yesterday about how talented they are, how athletic they are, and how physical they are.
Coach, thank you for joining us. Best of luck against Coker.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was Carson-Newman head coach Mike Mincey. Thank you for watching The Mike Mincey Show.
You ready for the Tatum Burstman?
Tatum Burstman report. Tatum Burstman.